2012 Ford Transit. Kind of beat up, but I mean, you can hear that it's running very nice. Has a little problem with the battery, which is under the driver's seat, and as you will see, this van, because it was used for a specific job, has actually two batteries, because in the back has a lot of, you know, custom made sockets, lights and whatnot, right? So like I said, it has two batteries. One, which is at the front, is for the engine, like normal stuff for a vehicle, to start the engine, to, you know, run headlights and stuff. And the second battery is for the rest of the stuff, you know, that the owner was doing with it. And as I mentioned, it has a problem with the normal battery that a van comes with, and that is leaking. So I've driven it for, you know, few miles, and eventually start a very bad smell comes out, and you can feel it right up your nose while you're driving. And that's, you know, the acid coming out from the battery while the engine is running, because the alternator will charge the battery, and because the battery is leaking, the acid comes out of it, and then, you know, the fumes and everything comes up and you can feel them. So if you drive a while, you might get dizzy or even worse. So that's not something you should do. Not to mention that, you know, you could catch on fire and stuff like that. So that's not something you want to have under your driving seat, right? So today I'm gonna change that battery, and I'm gonna guide you through the process. Hopefully this video will help at least one person, because that will make me really happy. So yeah, let's get into it. When you want to take off the driver's seat, just make sure you unscrew all 5 of the screws of the bolts, because it has one at right front, 2 left front, 3 right rear, but left rear has 2. In the right rear, it doesn't have a second bolt, but is a guiding pin, which is here. So just be mindful of that. Don't try to unscrew 4 of them and then try to yank it out. Try to, you know, pull it hard and stuff, and because things will get damaged or bent or whatever. So just be mindful of that. Coffee break. After you unscrewed all 5 bolts, you don't necessarily need to take the seat belt off to unscrew it, or, you know, you just have to take the chair close to the van and everything will be okay. Like I said, you don't have to unscrew it, you don't have to mess with it. Just leave it as it is, pull it a bit, you know, out, and that's it. So what I thought was, this bracket right here would have 3 bolts, because it's a T shape, right? So it does have one there. Well, that's a nut. Let me see if I can, yeah, that's the second one. This one right there. But it comes out here, that's the one. For the third, I really thought I'm screwed because of this, pun intended, because that looks like it's welded there. And on top of that, on the other side, there's nowhere to reach because of the handbrake. So first I thought I'm gonna have to undo this whole bit right here, the handbrake and stuff, so I can reach out down to that. But then I've unbolted this one. That has a slack, is not really tight in there, but it does, you know, keep it very strong there. So in case of an accident, this won't be a problem. The bracket won't move. Even though this is not welded, it has a bolt like that, which is welded to the bracket, but it goes into a hole in the whole case. And then probably someone forgot to put a nut over here on the other side. But like I mentioned, this bracket won't move, it doesn't budge in any case. So yeah, turns out I only have to undo this bolt and then wiggle it around to take the battery out. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand, but what you need to do is, because this doesn't come off, in my case, because this bracket doesn't come off from, because I can't reach the back nut, I will have to force it out. As you can see, I forced one of these two ends out like that, so now I have a lot of slack. I can move it, you know. And just to be okay with everything, I'm gonna slide it out from that end and then pull it out that way, like that. So it's gonna be like, but it's very hard with one hand. Coffee break. And there you have it. One hand out. You also have to be careful with these edges, because they catch underneath the whole housing, or with the second battery. Anyway, I don't know if all the models have 2 batteries, but this van has, so here we go. Now I just have to go back and put the new battery in, put the bracket back inwards like that over the second battery, tied it up, and yeah, everything in reverse. Put the plastic cover back over them, and then to tie up the chair, and job done. That was the battery that was on here, and I thought, I mean, it seems dead, but I didn't check it yet. Thing is, I found that this battery was not screwed in properly. Like the posts were quite loose, and that one even came off with the other one, because these two are tied together, because, you know, it's 2 batteries and they work together. So that came off along with that one. I only unscrewed that one, but that one came off as well. So yeah, something wasn't properly installed, or got loose in in time. I'm glad I found it, and now everything is bolted down as it should, screwed down, whatever you want to say. And this one as well, there's nothing is moving. So right now what remains is put the plastic cover over again, and to bolt down the seat, and job done. Very small advice when you try to put your seat back, and if you start from the front, because it's the easiest way, do not screw these bolts all the way in. Just catch thread, you know, so you can keep it in place, but also can wiggle it, because like I said, in the back is a guiding pin, and if you look closely right now, mine is not in where it should be. So because I didn't screw those bolts all the way in, I am able, it's in now. I am able to move and wiggle the chair, you know, a bit, just to put the guiding pin in its place and to be, you know, to sit right. Now you can tie up these bolts all the way in, and then go to the front, and chair is done. So if you find this video helpful, I'm very pleased. I'm very happy that I could help at least one person with this video. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.